All right, so now Poncho, now you obviously know about Hardees and how Hardees is like one of the legit greatest all-time restaurants, right? Hey man, I already know Hardees is one of the definitely greatest restaurants of all time. But Poncho, over the years, restaurants they've come and go, but Hardees, along with McDonald's, KFC, Wendy's, Long John Silver's, Taco Bell, have always been the remaining restaurants, and including like new restaurants like Steak and Shake, Bob Evans, Waffle House, Pancake House, IHOP, which is now going to be IHOB. Why would they name IHOP IHOB? Well, Poncho, because IHOB is now going to be a lunch restaurant. A lunch restaurant? What? You gotta be kidding me. A lunch restaurant. IHOP is gonna be IHOB, a lunch restaurant for hamburgers? Yes, Poncho. No, DJ Blazin, you lying, you lying. I'm serious, Poncho, I'm serious. Didn't your mama tell you that IHOP was gonna be IHOP? Well, yeah, she actually did tell me that, but I mean, honestly, why would they name IHOP a pancake international house into IHOB, a hamburger house? I don't know, but like Dairy Queen and all of them, IHOB is that's gonna be the new restaurant. What a world we done came into, and what a world of chicken we done came into. Speaking of chicken, I'm glad you mentioned that, Poncho. Hardee's for the longest was top rated next to KFC in selling chicken. And apparently in 2008, 2009, things changed. Uh, just about mostly in worldwide, Hardee's no longer sells chicken. And my question to you is this, Poncho. Why did Hardee's stop selling chicken? I mean, first of all, let me explain myself. Like I said, Hardee's for the longest has been like the top rated, like as far as like chicken, fries, and breakfast. Well, they're mainly known for breakfast. And Hardee's, when it comes down to chicken biscuits, sausage egg biscuits, you name any type of biscuit, bagel, any type of breakfast item, Hardee's got your back. Hardee's has always got your back as far as like breakfast goes. But Hardee's, like, they was a top seller. What they was really known for was the top seller for chicken. Because every Sunday, no matter what church, no matter what family, no matter what or where you was at or where you was from, besides KFC, McDonald's really wasn't known for lunch, like going to lunch on Sundays back in the day like they are now. And Wendy's was okay at lunch on Sundays, but they really wasn't. The top restaurants that was known for Sunday meals was the nice sit down restaurants, KFC and Hardee's. Those were the top restaurants in the early 2000s that was known for Sunday dinners as far as like sit down eating on Sundays. Because KFC had the buffet and the chicken. The sit down restaurants had the buffet, they had the desserts, they had any type of item or whatever you could find on the sit down restaurants. And Hardee's on Sundays was known for chicken, coleslaw, mashed potatoes, green beans, corn, macaroni and cheese. Good God Almighty, I could name every single thing that was a seller on Sundays back in the day in the early 2000s when Hardee's had Sunday dinners. I mean, because like in Cumberland, Kentucky, Harlan, Kentucky, in the state of Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, anytime there was a restaurant on Sunday to go to, Hardees was packed. Hardees was the restaurant to go to. And Hardees had that potential. Hardees had that will, and Hardees was making that dough, making that cash, making that money when it came to chicken. Because every Sunday after church, every Sunday, no matter if you was in church, no matter if you was a sinner or a backslider, you was at a funeral, you was at a wherever you was at, occasion, the best place to get chicken besides KFC was Hardee's. And in 2008, 2009, Hardee's decided to get rid of chicken. Everybody was pissed. Everybody was mad and upset because Hardee's stopped selling chicken. And everybody was asking, well, why is Hardee's quit selling chicken, coleslaw, mashed potatoes, green beans, and all that good bunch of stuff with the chicken? Why did Hardee's stop selling it? Good question. I'm glad you asked that. Now I'll tell you why Hardee's stopped selling chicken. The reason why Hardee's stopped selling chicken was because they was not making enough profit on chicken, because that was the best day to sell them was on Sundays. I mean, but come on now. You would think, okay, if I'm an owner, if I'm a manager, if I'm a person who owns a franchise, if that particular day you sell a certain item, you better best believe I'm keeping that item on the Sunday or whatever day it best sells on. And when Hardee's stopped selling chicken, that just messed everything up for Hardee's. And now that Hardee's no longer sells chicken, wait, before that, there's a few Hardee's left. Just a few, very little, that sells chicken. Not many, but very few. But worldwide, when Hardee's stopped selling chicken, if I was a cusser right now, I would be cussing all up in this interview, all up in this audio. That's how bad, that's how pissed I really am at Hardee's for stop selling chicken. How crazy can you be because you say you don't make enough profit because you only sell chicken on a Sunday? So the only way they could make money was to get rid of chicken, the green beans, the coleslaw, the mashed potatoes, the pies, all that together, and start selling like chicken tenders and hamburgers and fries and all that. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not hating on Hardee's because they selling chicken tenders, hamburgers, and breakfast. Hardee's overall is still one of the top in breakfast. It's McDonald's, Hardee's, Dairy Queen, and then the rest for breakfast. But that messed up Hardee's completely at lunch, because hardly anybody now goes to Hardee's for lunch. Like, as a world together, as a generation, as a population together. Because they stopped selling chicken. Everybody was pissed. Hey, I'm still pissed because Hardee's not selling chicken. And you asked the question, what can Hardee's do to bounce back since they no longer sell chickens? Man, honestly, normally I would just be talking. I would have something to say, but I just don't have nothing to say right now at Hardee's, because how are you going to say that you don't make enough profit, but yet everybody was buying the item, was buying the sides with it, and you all made double as triple the money that you did, even if you out of you make more money in that one day than you make in a whole year, in a whole decade. And so I just don't know what Hardee's can do to bounce back from this loss. Because this is Hardee's loss right here, them stop selling chicken. I don't know if they can ever bounce back. I don't know if they can ever repopulate or rejuvenate from this. I, they, I mean, I just don't know what to say about Hardee's anymore. I mean, I love Hardee's. I'll every now and then I'll go to Hardee's and give me something to eat and everything too. I still love Hardee's. I still love to eat at Hardee's. I'm not saying Hardee's is a bad restaurant, but they messed up when they stopped selling chicken. Because besides KFC, Hardee's was the only other place to go get chicken before Popeyes and Church Chicken and all the other chicken restaurants started to come out in the late 2000s. But as far as Hardee's, it's gonna take outside of a box to get Hardee's back on the map. If they bring the chicken back, it's not gonna be the same. I'm sorry. They would be good, but where all these new restaurants and stuff came out, where McDonald's has started to have breakfast in not only the mornings but afternoons, the same as lunch. Uh, with the Golden Corrals and your Steak and Shakes and your Long John Silver's and your Applebee's and Chili's. I just don't know what Hardee's can do, honestly. Hardee's is gonna have to really, like I said, come up with some crazy out of the box situation. They're gonna have to come up with some new item that nobody's ever, or new thing that nobody's ever heard of before to get Hardee's back on the map. That's the only way Hardee's is going to ever bounce back as one of the top legit restaurants in the world. Because when you take something like chicken out of your restaurant, because people are mostly expecting to eat chicken, because that's what mostly people eat when they go out in a restaurant. I just don't know what to say about Hardee's. Don't know, honestly.